My name is Conor Horgan. I'm a consultant at Kettner Trigo, KT for short. I will be facilitating the ITSMF Major Incident Management Workshops this year. So KT's been around for 65 years, and we're built on 5 core critical thinking methodologies that underpin how we think, and they've stood the test of time, with the research originating from our founders, Ben Trigo and Charles Kettner. We've got a deep-rooted connection with the ITSM industry. We're specialists in problem and incident management. We're identified in ITIL as the method for working incidents and problems, and our consultants have co-authored ITIL chapters and other key white papers over the years. And we continue to work with some of the largest IT service providers and users globally, with some of our successes summarized on the slide. In addition to doing this major incident masterclass, I'm also delivering problem management and post-incident review workshops later this year, as shown on the screen. So moving on to the event itself, what will I be covering and what should you expect to walk away from the workshop with? The virtual workshop is split into 2 3.5-hour days, serving as a taster of how to effectively manage major incidents in your organization. There are 5 things we need to do effectively as major incident managers, and they're shown in the circle here, in no particular order. We must understand the issue, assess the impact and what's affected. We obviously must focus on how we're going to resolve and restore services. Following that, we need some activity on how to prevent it in the future, or to prevent the fix from going wrong or affecting other services. We might then have some degree of analysis of the issue, maybe to pass on as a problem ticket, or at least to determine what not to do. All of this must be done whilst communicating effectively to all the stakeholders involved. So these are things you already do. However, the difficulty here is that people tend to start in different places and/or try to do all of these 4 things at once: understand, analyze, resolve, prevent. The first piece of research from KT concluded that the most successful results come from doing these one at a time, not necessarily in a strict sequence, but at least first spend some time understanding the situation before determining what actions should be prioritized next. The big message from KT is separation. There's different kinds of communication, different kinds of activity, so we need to know what color they are and keep them separate. And do not mix them. We see organizations continue to struggle to manage these conflicting needs and conversations. And if this resonates with you, we can help with that. So what should you expect from the workshop? The 2 half days is a hands-on case study-led experience where you'll be put into teams to put our methodologies into practice, making your thinking visible throughout. Over the 2 days, you will learn how to effectively unpack the incident handling process via a situation appraisal to ensure the correct amount of clarification is being performed before you jump to a solution. Situation appraisal is a systematic process for planning incident resolution, and you'll learn how to separate communications into 4 colors. You'll use these dashboards during case studies with other participants to make your thinking and communications visible. Now, we all know the number 1 thing of major incident is to restore services as quickly as possible. For that, you will learn a systematic process for choosing a superior solution via decision analysis. To then ensure that the agreed solution is protected and successful, you'll learn another systematic process called potential problem analysis. Now, 90% of major incidents don't require investigation, but if we do, it's the major incident manager's role to pass it on to the problem management function in the most effective way. You'll learn what specific questions are critical to ask and what data is critical to be collected during an incident. This is the first step of problem analysis. And this helps to ensure your organization can reduce their mean time to resolution by up to 80%. And also to avoid getting that communication ping pong. All these are critical skill sets, but there are certain desirable attributes of an effective major incident manager to ensure a strong incident process. We'll cover these and give you 3 things to try straight away back at your organization. So, Who's this for? Well, we're really targeted at incident managers and major incident managers. However, it's also proved a great insight for those accountable for the effectiveness of major incidents, who want to learn an optimum way for their major incident managers to manage these incidents, but also how to manage the organization's performance system and how they should be designed.